Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Good morning, everybody. Jake is still on Thanksgiving time. A little extra tryptophan for producer Jake. Nice to see you, everybody. Yorkie, welcome from Parts Unknown. Congrats on the podcast last night.
Thank you. Yes. I'm still in Calgary. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, boys. Thanks for asking. I was in the hotel here. I went to Joey's.
Hey, that
I had some chicken.
Fantastic.
I had some chicken lettuce wraps. But how was your guys' Thanksgiving?
Hey, you gotta take care of it. Listen, on Sunday, I flew home and no one was here at the house. So
where's not even your dog was there to greet you?
Oh, Gertie was there. Gertie and I went for a walk.
Of course, Gertie. Well, there you go. That's all you need, Wally. You're happy to see Gertie there.
That's all I needed. I was like, good, nobody's here. Hey. Graham, did you cook? Do you cook at all, Graham?
Do I cook at all? Cook at the fire hall all the time. I was working Friday, Sunday this weekend. So I was at the station and it was a good weekend, really good weekend. Can't complain. And then went to the in-laws. Actually, went to my sister-in-law's place on Saturday out in Constance Bay. And then, it's been great. Can't complain. It's been really good.
And you stole another pen from me yesterday. So
I did. I'm a collector.
You're happy Thanksgiving to you.
I'm the Mark Stone of taking away pens.
This is the best pen ever created in the history of man.
There was
the quadruple color travel pen is the best, Wally, for taking game notes and everything. It is the best.
So the manager of I think it was Seattle, but I might be wrong. Might be in the Yankees. Had one while he was charting pitches or whatever on the mound or in the dugout. So I did think of you, Yorkie.
Yeah. Although you know what, I finally caught up with the 21st whatever century we're in, and so I don't know about you, Wally. When you I used to be all handwritten for my game notes. I've gone digital. I'm now computerized everything. I've caught up with the times.
You can't even work a 4-colored pen.
Yes, I can work a 4-colored pen, but I'm all digital. You would have been proud. I spent 5 hours getting all my notes on teams around the NHL, getting it all on. I think I got
I'm
through
blown
2
away
teams.
right
now. I got through 3 teams, so I've got many more to go. But one more thing for our chit chat segment before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show. I went to the
lettuce wrap.
Not the lettuce wrap. I made a huge error in the order. I didn't know they'd come. I didn't know they'd come deep fried. Like, if I keep this up on, I'm like, it came and I had deep fried chicken. And I hate deep fried. It's salty, Wally. I don't like salty. You're the only thing I like that's salty. And too much salt on the road is not good for you. So you know what? I've been getting too salty on the road from all this salty food. Sunday, I found this place. You go in and it's a cold tub place. You show up there and you get like a 75-minute appointment and you spend like 15 minutes in the shower. Then you go to the cold tub for 2 minutes, back to the sauna, back to the cold tub. So it just takes your inflammation away. It's tremendous, Graham. You'd love this.
That's all right.
Yeah, Ottawa needs some places like these little cold tub places. They're fantastic.
They do.
Nordics got one. Yeah.
It's at your house.
I have one at my house, but it's not.
I'm just going to start sending people over. We're going to charge people.
Anyhow, it was fantastic. It's a salt remover. These cold tubs, they take the salt out of your body.
We'll get on with the show but I do have some tales from the road we'll get to at some point. How Julian McKenzie nearly killed me while he was driving.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. We had some good times. This show is always, I guess, is brought to you by Bet365. Later in the show, we are, by the way, giving out the prizes today for our Thanksgiving giveaway, and we will give you the total amount of money donated with a little surprise. We'll get to that in a sec. But yesterday, gentlemen, as we get to it, the big issue is Brady Tkachuk. And he was seen leaving last night with his hand wrapped, which Yorkie, as you know, never a bonus.
Not good.
Here is the video of where the injury happened. Now, we just don't know exactly where. So on the broadcast, they show him making a punch. And he just makes the punch, and then, right? But it's his other hand he starts shaking. So it's not the punch.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. The only thing I can tell you through the Wally Vision camera, we can skip to it, Jake, if you want. And along the boards, and you can see he gets up. He's angry. He's cross-checking, and then finally, once this little scrum, it's like, oh, you know what? My hand is killing me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Start to shake it there, and so I think he did it behind the net. I just don't know how far it is.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, fellas, that particular play used to happen to me all the time because when I played, there was no penalty for hitting from behind. So routinely, you would be that far from the boards, and the forward would try and launch you into the boards. You put your hands out to protect yourself at the last minute. And when you do that, you really jam your wrist really bad. So two things that can happen there. You get to jam your wrist, and you get a little wrist sprain, or you can jam your thumb. Those are the two things. As soon as I saw that, because it's such a dangerous play, I'm like, I hope his wrist's okay. And I hope he didn't do something to his thumb.
It's just I think it's his thumb, but anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The Sens will have an optional skate today. We may get an update from Travis Green today.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous play because you're not expecting it right there, especially in today's league. I find that guys are really good at holding up, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much when you're not ready. Like I don't. Yossi by no means is a vicious player. Right. He doesn't have the history of doing stuff like that. But like I said, it doesn't take much. And when you're playing against Brady too, you're always like a guy like that. You just I don't know what Yossi was doing, but it didn't. But right away, I'm like, that's either thumb or wrist, and I hope Brady's okay because I'll tell you when I did it, it's 30 years later and my wrist still hurts.
Too much salt. For those who like Brady didn't play his last shift came off with about 9 minutes left to play.
9 minutes left.
Didn't play the rest, especially as they were trying to come up with a goal, which they desperately needed down the stretch. Huge hole, regardless of how long he may be out, and he may not be out any games. But I'm going to throw this out to you because I know both of you will be wound up. What if they had dressed Curtis McDermott? Would then somebody have responded?
The Roman Yossi? Like that's
no, it would have been it would have been Michael McCarron, right?
Hey, I've been looking online. Poor McDermott's. Everyone's crushing him about his skating. It's like he wasn't here for his skating. Who get on the poor guy now?
He's there for situational stuff. That's it. Like
trivia question.
Shoot.
Ole Lixell played in yesterday's game and replaced Curtis McDermott in lineup. Based on average ice time, and I understand it's been 2 games to 1, who has more average ice time?
No idea.
Ooh, Lixell probably.
Curtis McDermott
has more average ice time than Lixell. How much did Lixell play last night?
I think it's average. It might be total 9 minutes and 8 minutes. I might be total time.
8:18 last night. Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, though, nothing dressing McDermott in that game last night would have done nothing for you. The way that game was, it was so close. Nobody on Nashville would have taken that fight because
I think Michael McCarron would have. And the only reason I say that is because he was in enough stuff that he may have. In the game, I know the game was close. It got out of hand with the empty netters.
Is that one of those situations though, where like the response has to be like organic in the moment? Like you can't like if he fights McCarron, that doesn't really resolve what happened, right? Like you're just having 2 tough guys. Like that's just your typical stage fight. Like it's got to be. I think don't you need that response like in the moment?
I think it's still an answer.
Yeah, this is why they brought McDermott in. Ottawa was sick of Jack-Eye embarrassing them after whistles. They last night there was Nashville Predators weren't showing Ottawa up. The Montreal Canadiens were showing Ottawa up.
But there was also they needed. I think they could have used a spark.
You're not getting a spark if McCarron's like 6'6". So if McDermott comes after McCarron, this is all McCarron's going to do. He's going to hold him out because he's going to got these long arms. And he's going to make sure he doesn't get hurt because even though McCarron's a big guy, that's a mismatch fight. Like there's only so many heavyweights that are going to be able to take on McDermott. He's brought in to fight Jack-Eye, and if anybody else tries to embarrass Ottawa, like they're sick of getting, they don't want Brady to fight. So I see what you're saying, but a fight there, I don't think Nashville would have taken it because the way they were playing, the game was so close, it was so tight, and nobody was trying to show each other up.
Did either of you like that game to watch?
It was tough with all the whistles. Like there was not a lot of flow. Like it was just very disjointed. It seemed like the game dragged on. It took forever. But like as bad as it was, Wally, I think there was like some encouraging signs and reasons to be happy, even though they lost. Like I thought Allmark was that was his best game that I've seen this year, including the preseason. Their PK was fantastic. I know the bar was very low
like
after
a diamond.
Yeah. So after the first two games, I think the bar is very low, but they played well last night.
Are you quoting Rihanna songs, Wally?
If that's who sings it.
I didn't know you were a Rihanna fan.
I love the PK with the diamond formation. Shine bright like a diamond.
If the PK stunk yesterday, though, the first question to Travis Green would have been, "Are diamonds forever?"
Graham, are you stirring the pot there?
So every question to Travis Green from Graham these couple of days has been about the last PK. 2 days. Yeah, Travis wants none of it.
Yeah, it's just fuck. I don't know. Just ask your responses, man. Like I asked him yesterday, like open-ended question. Like watching the game visually, you're like, the first thing you notice is how much more aggressive the PK is. You see like the rotations, like the first guy goes, and like the guy. Oh, Yorkie, you there? Okay. So as soon as there's pressure on the guy with the puck, guys are moving towards like the next closest skaters for Nashville. So like they're playing much more aggressive. They're waiting for those passes. They're putting pressure. They're creating turnovers. Good things are happening. And I ask an open, like I could phrase a question saying, "Hey, are you happy with these things?" And it's more of a leading question because that's what I'm observing. I just want him to comment on it without any lead. And so I give him an open-ended question to say, "Hey, did you like the PK today?" And he's like, "Did you like the PK today?" I'm like, yes, I did. Yes. And it's just like, it's just sassy. It was sassy. I was like, what did I do?
I could picture Graham at last night and rolling around in bed. That wasn't a bad question I had. Come on, that was a good question I had. I can't believe he said that to me. First thing we
call Wally at 2 a.m. and say, "That wasn't a bad question, was it?"
We get on the show this morning. Wally pops on first, as usual. I'm on second. Graham, all of a sudden, he comes on. He's like, "Was that a bad question I asked?"
So all I know is normally your question is fine. Travis, I think just thinks that so many people are asking it in they just want a negative answer. If that makes sense, that you have to be almost specific in what you're asking. And I understand your question was fine.
Thanks for the positive reinforcement.
Yeah, he wanted no part of it.
It's just fun. I'm totally comfortable with it. I'm totally comfortable with it. It was funny. I'm just like, oh man, that's like 2 days in a row. Just like I got sassed back, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Are you guys saying that Greener is kind of like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld? You guys have to come up and like,
yes.
Answer the questions.
He hates lazy questions, and maybe mine was.
I agree.
But it was more. Here's an open-ended question where you could talk about the specifics of what you like. I don't want to lead you based off what I observed, just for you to say, "Yeah, you're right." That's not a quote.
Yep. And to Graham's defense, because he doesn't usually go, "Your thoughts on the PK." We're trying to get away from that, where you just, I need your thoughts on the PK, but I need to explain it a little or ask it a little differently. And so you're fine, Graham. You'll be fine.
So what have we learned?
It was 6 for 6.
We'll see after today.
So what have we learned here? You have to, when asking your questions, you gotta be specific, to the point, frame correctly, get your order right.
Saying, like it's a John Tortorella thing, so I see a bit of it.
Oh, come on. Greener's not like Torts, not even close,
yeah,
Wally.
in questions.
No, he's not.
Okay, so the guy that's never in the press scrum, you're going to tell me what
I listened to all of them. I watched them all.
And you're not in it. You have to be like, if it's an open-ended question, I think Travis is more, because of the heat that some things have been out. Like if you ask him Linus Ullmark or the PK or whatever, he sees it as you're looking for something negative. So you've got to be downright almost. Travis, your PK 6 for 6. You've got to be pleased with the change, or what changes happened, or what did you instill in that PK to change things? Whatever.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Gotcha.
But it was 6 for 6. They after a abysmal start, after Florida when they went they allowed 5 power play goals and 9 opportunities. So but Graham's point, it was all about being aggressive. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I love? I love when your D are really aggressive on the walls when you see a bobbling puck. The one play last game, and Sanderson, you asked the question, did I like the game last night? You know what? I never get sick of watching Jake Sanderson. I just everything he does on the ice. I know that I talk about his puck skills, but the PK forces, how quickly he jumps on loose pucks, how quickly he takes away time and space. I like that little. I noticed that in the PK, guys. I'm of the mind, because I used to kill, is the last thing I want to do is give good players time and space, and sometimes you have to respect it. But it's that old analogy. Remember, I said it last year. What do they call it? Eyeballs and assholes. So when you can see the guy's eyeballs and he's looking at you with the puck on his stick, don't force. But when he's turned around and you can see his backside, and especially when the puck's bobbling, go, because that's your chance to disrupt. And Sanderson does that better than anybody. He's so good at it.
Watching Jake's, and I hate being like the real, like, hey, my phone finger on trying to type, like, but Jake Sanderson has been phenomenal. I think he's been outstanding to watch in these last 3 games.
Him and Zoo both. Yeah, that pairing's been unbelievable.
I honestly think, guys, the way he's playing right now, it's not a stretch to say he could be the best all-around D in the league. It's not a stretch.
And
he had one of the lowest on-ice shooting percentages, like the team did when he was on the ice last year at 5-on-5. If the even strength production is there and he puts up the numbers that he did on the power play last year, he's going to have an unbelievable season, and it's going to get him like he was already getting Norris votes anyways, but he's going to leapfrog into the top 3, top 5, 100%.
It's guys, because there's certain defensemen in the league that are great defenders, right? You got guys like Jacob Slavin, who is such a good defender, long reach stick, and there's other noted defenders. Ryan McDonough in his prime was a great defender. Chernak in Tampa is a really good defender. And then you've got these offensive guys, like you got Quinn Hughes, who's a great offensive guy. You got Lane Hudson, who's a very good offensive guy. Cale Makar is, to me, the best defenseman in the league. But my God, it's the way Sanderson defends. Plus, you add in the breakouts, the zone exits, the way he carries the way. And I watched. It's always funny when a new broadcaster comes in and they watch a player. First person they start talking about is Jake Sanderson, and Mark Denis, who did the intermissions. I could just tell when I was watching him. He couldn't believe some of the things Sanderson was doing, because his first thing Sanderson's this, and that. But that's what happens. Same thing. You guys remember last year when Ray Ferraro was doing a game? First time he did a Sens game, couldn't stop talking about Jake Sanderson, because that's what happens. Because most people that cover the league, they'll watch like a 5-game snippet of the Ottawa Senators and they'll cherry pick plays and they'll say, okay, because you can't. It's humanly impossible to watch every single team in the league. You can't do it. So everybody has to rely on you. You rely on somebody else's opinion, and you watch little snippets, because you can't watch 3 hours of a game because it's impossible. So it just amazes me when a new set of eyes watches him, and you saw it there again. Mark Denis right away, blown away with Jake Sanderson.
To me is the closest thing that I've seen to like Scott Niedermayer, like prime Scott Niedermayer. And I'm not saying he's the same, like obviously Hall of Famer and everything else, but like Just with the skating, two-way aptitude and everything. It's just like doesn't make a ton of mistakes either. It's just he's got like that same polished play. It's fun to watch. Really, really fun to watch.
Okay, we're gonna get to the disallowed goal and some other stuff in a sec, but you gentlemen do some work.
This show is brought to you by Simply Spiked. When you're hanging out with friends, it's not just about the moment, it's about making memories that last. And nothing pairs better than the juicy, refreshing taste of Simply Spiked. Start with the OG classic, Simply Spiked Lemonade, the summer favorite that never disappoints. Want something different? Try the sweet, juicy kick of Simply Spiked Peach. And don't miss the newest member of the lineup, Simply Spiked Limeade. Perfectly sweet, perfectly tart, perfectly refreshing.
It's like Travis Green.
Little sassy.
You better hope Greener's not listening, Wally. He's gonna have. He's gonna.
He'll be all over me. He'll be all over me.
Yeah,
Graham. He doesn't like.
Wally's just sticking up for me like McDermott. So can't decide between cherry limeade or blackberry limeade. Grab the variety pack and try them all. These juice beverages are 5% alcohol, made with real fruit juice, and they're the perfect drink for any occasion. Bonfires, game nights, backyard hangouts, you name it. Simply Spiked has been bringing the juiciness to Canada since 2023, and it's only getting bigger. Pick up Simply Spiked at your local LCBO today. Visit simplyspiked.ca. Must be legal drinking age. Celebrate responsibly.
Is Wally the McDermott of our show? Is that what we're saying here, guys?
Good in the room. Terrible skater, though.
Wally's got the wooden legs when he skates. The knees don't bend.
Like, hips don't move.
Hips don't lie. Another one of Wally's favorite songs besides Diamonds. I didn't know you were a closet like teeny bopper.
Love Ray. Is that her name? Rihanna?
I knew you. See, I took a shot in the dark there. I knew you like that song. Hips don't lie.
He's pretending that he doesn't know. Who is that? Rihanna?
You can see Wally. When you're at home, I could see Wally. He's cooking up a steak. He's making sure it's nice and well done. He's got the radio on. And all of a sudden, Rihanna comes on. The hips don't lie. He starts shaking his hips while he's cooking a steak.
Terrified of what the AI candy is about to do with this.
Yeah. Frank, I need Wally dancing to Hips Don't Lie while he's cooking a burnt steak.
Can you just do shoeless? Can you do shoeless? Do I have to?
I'm having too much fun here. I got it right here. Come on, I'm an expert. I've got everything we need here. Okay. Shoeless Joe's daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices. There's no fluff, just big flavor 5 nights a week. This week at Shoeless, I believe we're Tuesday, guys, and that means
Tuesday.
Is this Tuesday? I have no idea. When you're on the road so long, you have no idea what day it is. Anyways,
it's a game day or not a game day, but it is wings tonight, Yorkie.
Oh, why do you want wingy?
It's not fried chicken, man.
Hey, come on! It's like I'm on a 2-hour time change here. I think it's I don't even know what time it is here. 6:30 in the morning or something. No, anyways, it's wing day. It's wing day, wing night at Shoeless Joe's. So go down, and anytime a Canadian team is playing, I think we've got the $9 buds all game long. So Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavors and good times in Kemptville and Orleans.
All right. So it's,
I can't get that out of my head right now, Graham. Wally dancing to Hips Don't Lie.
It's gonna happen. Just wait for the video.
So
it's gonna happen. We're gonna have a snippet on the show tomorrow.
I've had a couple of people now. Hips Don't Lie is Shakira, not Rihanna.
I said it was. We said it was Shakira. Come on, Deborah. We're up to beat with these new artists or old artists.
So Travis guy in our chat. I just want to get to this before we move on. He has a couple of tickets to Thursday's game.
Is this actually Travis?
No, Travis Guy. Maybe
I know.
Maybe he doesn't want. He's under a pseudonym.
Travis
I can't go to if you want to give them out. They're in section 314. So just hang on a sec. Here it is. CIHsends@gmail.com. We just say I want to go to the game. That's all. We'll take care of this by the end of the show. So thank you to Travis for these tickets. and we'll get you connected at the end of the show.
That's awesome, Travis. Thank you.
Stand by. Okay.
Thanks, Travis. You should throw a good question there, at least. Like, name another Shakira song or something.
I don't know another Shakira song that I'm aware of, and I
Liar.
wasn't prepared.
Why?
I wasn't prepared for a giveaway. So, the disallowed goal. Let's move on.
Yes.
I've always hated this rule of goalie interference. It doesn't make any sense. I still can't figure out how this is an actual disallowed goal. And I can't understand how it took that long. Like, this seemed to be almost one of the easiest calls to make. I don't understand it, Yorkie. And you're the player.
I'll tell you why.
Players don't get it, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because I'm getting ready for one of these when I do play-by-play, because they always happen. So you got to be ready for them. And if that play happens last year in the playoffs, it's not called. I remember so many times last year in the playoffs, there would be goals like that. Because in today's league, I just don't think you want to take a goal off the board. I didn't have a problem with it, but I know why they disallowed it. Because if you go to the blue paint, like Stützle did, and you make contact with the goalie before he has a time to set for the save, there's a chance.
Get it?
There's a chance. That's what it is. It's like, if that happens outside the blue paint, it's not called. It's because he goes into the blue paint.
I understand that 100%.
And I don't agree with it because I don't think there's enough there, but that's why they did it. Because
that part I don't argue with you whatsoever. I don't, but Brady was gone. He could have gone to the bench and had a snack by the time UC Saros got set again.
It was Stützle's foot, by the way, that got him.
Sorry. I don't understand. There's nothing there. He has plenty of time. And then he's way out of position and oversells it, goes,
well, that's it. I think that's the issue. Right? Like he embellished the contact. There is the contact, but he embellished it. So it's, I think that's the gray area.
I will usually side with the officials for the most part because they understand the rule book way better than we do.
But
I don't understand that one at all.
It was a hell of a shot too. It's the whole sequence is unfortunate.
What are those things called? Those wavy, wacky things in the wind? Go like,
man.
It's like, I like how you did that. Well, no, it's a shame. But the other thing too, like, you can't take that long to go over a play. Just make your mind up. Like that, you can't slow down a game for 5 minutes. It's like I saw it right away. It's either that's enough with the foot contact at the slot, or it's not. Like, that's all it was. And I thought in real time when I first saw it, Noodles was all over it on the broadcast. He was like, "Yeah, that's not enough. I don't know why it's not." But then when he went back and looked at it, you saw the skate on skate just for a split second. And that's the thing.
It's
these
like the offside rule.
But these goaltenders, Wally, are so smart in the moment. It's like, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Guys are trying to get an inch every single where on the ice. So I'm sure he tried to sell. He tried to sell a little bit, absolutely, and he did a good job of selling it. I agree.
That one bothered me because it was so not like Yorkie. You played in a day and age where, like, you could run the goalie over and he still had to make us. I know, but now it's
but it's so the NHL. The thing that's going to happen now is you've set a standard, so all the coaches and goalies and guys are watching this around the league. So this is where everyone gets upset. The next time this happens, it's like you're going to have to be like on your tiptoes around the crease because you don't even want to like graze the goaltender. Then you run into the predicament of you want goals in the league. Mm-hmm. Like it's so tough to score nowadays. Like I don't understand why you want to take goals off the board, because now you're setting a precedent for future plays like that, and guys are going to get upset if it's not called.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what people want, right? People want, like Wally and I had the conversation yesterday about it. Like Shane Pinto gets a stick caught between his visor and his helmet because of a stick lift. And then the same play happens with Thomas Chabot where his stick gets lifted. He winds up getting a double minor. It's just apply the rules evenly across the board and just make it consistent. That's all you can ask for.
You're never going to have it as long as you have different officials doing games.
That goes to the situation room, I believe. Like that goes to the situation room, and those guys have a friggin' tough job. And by the letter of the law, if you read goaltender
Right.
interference, it's if you make contact. But I don't know.
Well,
It's just,
Yorkie hates the
just-
Sens, so we're moving on.
I already said for me it's a goal because it's hard enough to score in this league, and now the precedent's been set, and teams are going to get pissed off if it happens to them and it's not called back.
Okay, let's move on. We got lots to discuss. Well, you know what, Linus Ullmark. Actually, first, Jake, you can throw up the trivia. We want a poll question because someone brought it right at the top of the show. Is it time to hit the panic button yet? And I am the wrong person to ask, because it's always ready to roll here. However, at a 1-2 start and I didn't like their 2 games on the road, even though they won in Tampa. Where are we at here with how?
Sorry to interrupt you. Like, what didn't you like about the Tampa Bay? Just the goaltending and the special teams?
And it may have been goal. It's like it was special teams for sure. They just didn't. There's something that was just missing until maybe, you know what? And maybe they just needed to start the game because they played much better in the second half and especially the third period. They just didn't seem to get going early on.
Because I've liked their game at 5-on-5, and then it's just the special teams was just leaving something to be desired, and then they weren't getting the saves. But like, I don't know.
And maybe it was just saves. Like
maybe
if they have a couple of those back, it's not a late game heroics kind of effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like in all intents and purposes, that's a 5-3 final. They give up the late goal. Anyway, I just think they should have probably. I'll put it until March or so. We expect more because of how the season ended, and I just didn't see it at the start. That's all.
Yeah, I feel like last night's game though, Ottawa was in control of that game right up until like Marchessault's goal. Like it never felt like they were chasing the game or anything. Like they always felt like they were outplaying. They were outplaying Nashville. Yeah. But it was so disjointed too. Like that's the problem with last night's game. It was just so disjointed with all the whistles and penalties and everything else. It was just wasn't fun to watch. But I felt like they were in control. I never felt like they didn't have a chance in that game or they were out of it. So
I didn't love their. I thought Ullmark was especially good in the first period. I thought Nashville. I don't have the analytics for the first period. I thought Nashville had a lot of good looks early on in that game. So I was pleased because there was talk about people with Ullmark's game. So on a positive note, Wally, put the panic button away. For Ullmark, I thought Ullmark was great. I thought he was like
Very
they could have easily been down a couple in that first period. He made some huge key saves. So positive sign for me. PK, another positive sign. I'm a little concerned with Zetterlund playing with. Well, I know it's early. But he's getting a golden opportunity right now, and it seems disjointed him right now playing with Timmy.
So, 2 things, Yorkie. So follow up your point. Scoring chances per natural stat trick were 9-3 in all situations in the first.
For Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
There you go. And Zetterlund, the one play I didn't like last night or yesterday afternoon with Zetterlund is the Ryan O'Reilly goal. Because Stamkos drops the puck back, and instead of tying up the trailer, Zetterlund just didn't do anything, and then Riley just knifes it in. So
that was tough.
It's just like the small little details. Like it's just I don't know. He's just for me. He gets for me, shots off the stuff he does.
For me, this is the thing when like top tier players that are on your top line. I just find he doesn't do as good enough job extending plays in the O-zone. Sometimes the puck dies on his stick and cycle opportunities and battles. And it's still early. Like, hey, I'm not going to poop all over a guy early in the season, but he's getting an opportunity. Hopefully, next game he's able to put something on the board. But that's my one thing. Also, too, I thought the pairing of Clevin and Spence, they had some hairy moments last night. You could tell Clevin was rusty, but he was physical. Like the physical side of his game was really nice to see. He was fighting the puck in that game a lot, though. Like he had a lot of. You could tell he was a guy that's got some rust on his game.
I was shocked that he played because he wasn't on the Florida trip, which means he hadn't practiced with the guys in 5 days.
He was supposed to be behind Batherson. Like Batherson was supposed to be ahead of him in the timetable to come back. So for Batherson to be out and for Clevin to return. I thought that was a little bit interesting, but you're right. Like I thought his passing was just lots of pucks and feeds, lots of missed opportunities, and just it wasn't clean.
It was a really tough situation for Spence to be thrust into, because here's what's going on in Spence's head right now. He's like, I got to get back in the lineup. This is my opportunity. Then you're playing with a guy whose timing's off a little bit, who also. So I just found Clevin put Spence in a lot of bad spots, like with some turnovers earlier in that game. So for a guy like Spence, who's trying to put his best foot forward, there's a lot of chaos. And then there's a situation. I know the one goal people were blaming Spence, but that wasn't his fault. I think him and Clevin were on the ice for about a minute and a half, and then comes up the boards.
That was the first Marchessault goal. But it's like Cousins had the toe. Yeah, Cousins had the little toe drag at the blue line and turned it over. And then Bunting actually made a really exceptional play. Like he kind of kicked it on the side of his. So if you watch that play back, like Bunting makes an exceptional headsy kick pass.
Yeah. But you could see in that game last night, when you haven't played in a lot like Clevin so far this year and you've been hurt, his exchanges with his goaltender Ullmark, like when you go back for a puck, they weren't clean. So as soon as you don't have a clean exchange with a goaltender, it's like chaos in your own zone. That happened 2 or 3 times for that pairing. And I just thought, for Clevin, hey, it's his first game back. And for Spence, he hasn't been playing. They had a tough time.
I don't know that I would have put Spence in if I could have I would have maybe kept Matt and Paolo just for a little bit of consistency with Clevin for a guy that's played. By the way, I thought Spence was pretty good. He finished 3rd on D in this time.
I liked him. I liked him too. I'm just saying he was. Because of
I agree with you.
He was put. Like he spent a lot of time in his own zone when you didn't need to be, because a lot of those plays happened with Clevin went back, turned it over. Clevin went back, had a tough exchange with Ullmark, and then you end up spending 30, 40 seconds in your zone, and you just don't get into a good rhythm of the game. And I just found those two, it felt like the game looked really fast for both of them. That's all I'm saying.
We're getting to the contest winners in a sec. We're trying to get through some stuff. I can't get these guys to stop talking. Quick question. Who leads the team in shots on goal?
Let me look this up.
It's like Dylan Cousins.
No, Yorkie, this isn't for you to look it up. I did that.
I can't find it, but I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say Pinto.
It's Tim Stützle. So we all are wound up about him perhaps not producing, but it's not like he's not playing. There's
he's getting grade A chances. Like he's getting a lot of grade A chances.
In the chat, there's a lot of people that seeing him as struggling right now. Maybe.
But he's missed the net a lot on his chances, right? Like he's trying to shoot it though. Like you can see it. Like there's a concerted effort there. But I mean, if the puck doesn't start going in, you might start to see him defer and start to pass a little bit more. But I've been really happy with Tim's game. Even just like stuff that we've talked about as like weaknesses in the past. Like I don't think we've praised his face-offs at all. And his face-off win last night led directly to their power play goal.
Number 1 face-off team.
And he's I'm trying to look at I think he's at like 70% this year. Yeah, he's at 68.6% on the season. Like he turned a weakness into a strength in the early going. I know it's a small sample size and everything else, but I think he was over 50% in the Toronto series. Like he's just, if he can grow his game in that way, like that's a huge benefit to the Senators. And then you don't have to insulate him with Giroux potentially on the first line. So that's a good positive development for him. But it'd be nice to see the puck start to go in for him, because he's getting those grade A chances. It feels like it's a matter of time. He's getting the quality chances. So
Yorkie, I'll ask you this: is he trying too hard? You know what? Because the only reason I ask you is, when players are struggling who are highly offensive to score, they will try force things. Maybe like, what do you see in his game? I think maybe he's just trying too hard. Is that maybe 100%. Since he's the number 1 center?
Well, I think you're bang on. I do. You coming off a year like you had last year where you made the playoffs. He's a smart guy. He knows what the expectations are this year. He knows they need to be a playoff team and hopefully win a round. Yeah. So you want to get off to a great start. So, and a lot of guys are guilty of that. When you want it that bad, if you watch the best players in the world, when they score a lot of goals, there's a calmness about them. Like there's just everything kind of just slows down in your mind and you relax. But you're relaxed, but you're still going and flying. Yeah, he looks like a guy that might be just squeezing a little bit right now. Like he wants it so bad that you can taste it, and yeah, I still like Drew with him, guys. I just, especially early in the season, a lot of times early in the season, you're playing against teams that could be trying some guys out, and you get some mismatches. I just think the way Drew thinks the game, he really helps a guy like Timmy, slowing things down, distributing pucks. He can, if you want Timmy as more of a shooter, like we're all saying, Drew's still one of the best passers in the game. I mean, look at Claude; he's not off to a slow start. Like he's getting his points early, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But like
they did shake it up. It was, I think it was during the second period. They gave Giroux a couple shifts up there on the top line. Like, so they reunited them briefly. They created a couple scoring chances out of it. Actually, I think even was a Sandy goal scored off of that as well.
Yeah,
could be Wally.
Yeah,
it might have been.
I just watched Zetterlund. He doesn't fit for me as a number one line guy. And I know you put in pairs. That's early, but hey, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but so far he doesn't look like a guy that should be playing on your first line.
I think Dylan Cousins has been Shane Pinto's obviously been outstanding. Dylan Cousins, I think, has been very good. Yorkie, I thought of you yesterday quite frequently. I think Michael Amadio has been sneaky, really, really excellent.
Sneaky,
excellent.
I just think he's done some really good work. Penalty kill and along, like he's just his usual self, but I think he's been really, really good. He just flies under the radar because no one's really expecting him to do much.
Nobody except me, Wally. And Graham's on the Amadio bandwagon now too.
I've been on the Amadio bandwagon for a while. Yeah.
No, stop, Graham. You can't join our group. No.
Wally's in there too.
I'm the Fabian Zetterlund on this line.
You don't generate anything.
I just think you can't. People forget, like this guy won a Stanley Cup with Vegas, scored some big goals during that playoff run. He's played in the biggest pressure situations that there are in the sport. Like he's won a Stanley Cup. He's been around Mark Stone and some of the best players of the game. So when there's a new season starting and you see some guys, they put pressure on themselves, like Zetterlund is right now, like Timmy is right now. Amadio's like, he's all business. New year, let's go. It's and he creates something every time he's on the ice. For a guy that's not supposed to be an offensive guy, he's supposed to be a checker. Whenever he gets a chance to make a play, he usually makes it and something good happens out of it. But that comes from experience. It comes from being in pressure situations. And he's like, and his brain just works at a clip that people underestimate. He processes the game very quickly. He's got a great stick.
We'll now be referred to by, as the yeoman put it, or Theo Man 613. The Three Amadios will be our new show title starting tomorrow.
Frank's gonna get Three Amigos. Yeah, he's gonna get a Three Amigos thing.
I just got new mugs.
You know how many great AI contents coming out of this morning show today? Three Amigos.
Yorkie, can you take care of BEI? Yeah.
Come on, Wally, you're killing me. BEI, the heavy civil general contractor. Give them a call for equipment rentals, aggregate topsoil, custom crushing and screening, hot mix paving. You can reach them at 613-432-1120 or online at bonishexcavating.com. When you're planning your next job, please consider BEI for all your construction needs.
Also, by Bet365, our proud presenting sponsor of Coming in Hot. Whatever the bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app, get in on the game. Use code NATION, NATION. Must be 19 or older, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Here are the games for tonight, just to keep an eye on that. Seattle is in Montreal. Of course, they are here on Thursday, which, by the way, is the unveiling, if you will, of the third jersey. They will be wearing those in the Seattle game.
I believe they're wearing them in Buffalo on Wednesday as well, right?
I don't. Okay.
That's what Andrew from the Sens tweeted that last night, I believe.
No, that's interesting because rarely. Anyway, I'd be shocked, but okay. I could be wrong. Seattle 2-0, by the way. Buffalo 0-3 and no Josh Norris, which is a shame. I'd love to get into that, but we're way behind today. So Elliot Friedman saying he's like at least probably 8 weeks.
Face off again too, eh? It was a face off.
And then he just drops. Yeah.
God.
Okay, if someone in the chat
again, right? It was oblique.
Yeah, it's
similar to what happened last year. That's too bad. Good player, great guy. It's just unfortunate. Yeah.
Just a salt to the earth guy, right, Wally? Salt to the earth.
He's anyway, I can't say enough about him. So I think the world of him. So Janny, I'm trusting you. It's not that I don't trust Graham. I just hadn't seen it. Are the Sens wearing the third jersey in Buffalo? It makes no sense to me. Rarely would they ever go back to back, and why would you start it on the road? But maybe I'm wrong. All right, so let's get to the winners. Can we do this? The food bank? I'm excited. I've been waiting all day for this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we were giving away tickets, jersey, stick. I don't have a drum roll. We should have made a drum roll, Jake.
Yes.
And welcome the Sens Community Foundation into the show, which still make me nervous. All right.
So Wally, here you go. So it's from the Mendez's Monday Musings from October 13th. He says in his article, they were going to be unveiling those alternate jerseys in a game situation on the road Wednesday in Buffalo. We're doing it because we wanted to try wearing the alternate jerseys on the road a couple times this season. The issue is you need approval from the NHL and the opposing club to do this. So that's the plan. They're doing it. And then, you'll see them on Thursday as well. So that's real.
All right. Okay. Speaking of approval from the league, everything I'm going to get to this UC Saros thing I forgot about later. Just something weird that happened in the game, but the NHL approves all this. I don't know why they didn't know it. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Sens tickets. The winner is Josh Vandervoort. So you get the Sens tickets.
All right,
you get a
Josh.
signed Pinto hat, Brady signed pocket, Tim Stutz a bobblehead. Congrats to you, Josh. Anyway, I'll reach out to all these people afterwards. The Brady jersey is going to Ramona Sullivan. Congratulations to you. Plus, you get a Gabriel's gift card and a signed Brady picture as well. And finally, the Batherson signed stick, which maybe he needs for some goals. We're not sure. Hopefully he gets back in the lineup tomorrow. Nick Lawson, or Lawson, I should say. Congrats. You are the winner of the Batherson signed stick. But the real winner in all this has been the Ottawa Food Bank and Outaouais, by the way. There have been donations to the Outaouais Food Bank as well. Gentlemen, here's the number that was raised by our loyal listeners. Almost $7,200.
Wow.
So $7,190. So I'm going to round that up to an easy $7,200. However, there is one more surprise. But wait, there's more. We told you early on in our super chats, if you donated to the show, we would pick a charity and we would donate to the charity. We are adding $1,000 to this.
Wow.
We'll make it $8,200. We are donating to the through all of us to the Ottawa Food Bank. So
unreal.
Thank you very much. Huge surprise. I was hoping for $5,000.
Unreal. Great work, everybody.
Unbelievable, Wally. Great job. Great job, everybody.
That's pretty cool. I'm pretty.
Big number. That's a big number.
Awesome. So thank you. And the Sens Foundation yesterday were over the moon because they were the ones handling all the donations. They could see it by the second, if you will. They were super pumped. So they don't know about the extra donation, but we will have a chat with them later today. Anyway, we'll take care of all that. And I just want to say thank you. That's a huge bonus for us. We were just super thrilled with the way you guys donate to our show and helping out the food bank, which is huge. So thank you to everybody. Okay. Jake, where's the clap?
There we go.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Back to the game. So as Yorkie and Graham, as you know, there's a timing sheet sent out by the league that each team gets. Everything is broken down. In fact, the entire day is timed. Like, for those of you who don't know, because I found this out and reiterated to me, between 3 and 4 p.m., all the lights in the building or in the bowl have to be on so the TVs can test all of their equipment, their gear. Like, You can't do anything between 3 and 4. So everything is timed. You are told when puck drop is. Usually it's like 7:08. Sometimes it's 7:18, depending. Last night, this is so weird to me. I've never seen this in a home opener or season opener. Ottawa is announcing the players coming out, and suddenly Nashville is walking out like it's the start of the game. So I look down, and with Graham, and we have video. So here we are. Players are being introduced. UC Saros came out. The players started to go back. He stayed there the entire time they were doing player inductions. Because here's Brady, final player, up in the corner. UC Saros still standing there. I have never seen it.
He was dialed.
I've seen players come out and sit for like 1,000 games if it's a former teammate, and I've never seen that.
Looks like he's getting into Hell's Bells, though. Like he's kind of going back and forth to it. Could be an AC/DC. Could be an AC/DC
He's dialed
fan.
in.
Yeah.
But like, you're told, like, guys, there's going to be this announcement tonight or this face off, this whatever. It's all timed, and they didn't know it. But he was like, I am ready to play. Let's move on here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
maybe he likes a good opening ceremony. It gets him ready.
Maybe couldn't get enough of how good it was for the Ottawa Senators to do. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he signs here later. Anyway, he was very good.
So this is a really important week for Ottawa, right? Like, as tough as last night's loss was, you've got Buffalo Wednesday, you've got Seattle Thursday, the Islanders. Like, these are winnable games. So if Ottawa doesn't start picking up points this week, like, how concerned? You talked about the panic button earlier, Wally, but like, when are you concerned if they don't pick up a win
in the 3 games?
No, I'm just
Well, the Islanders are the only Buffalo and the Islanders, the only 2 teams in the league without a point. So
Buffalo's had Ottawa's numbers like the last couple of games, right? So
well, didn't they win all 5 last year? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like something like that. Ottawa's got to play anyway. They've just got to play better. So I suspect they've got to take 2 out of 3.
And no Brady, potentially, right?
Well,
so
yeah, I meant to see this poll question because it was most people are not panicked at the moment. Obviously, you shouldn't be. It's 3 games in. I think they got to win 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
And then I might change the battery and get set. The panic button. Might. Yorkie?
Sorry, I'm just finishing.
Are you on Chat GPT right now?
Maybe. I might be. We're running out of time on the show. I've got to get the content finished.
Someone made a point. I meant to bring this up earlier. Who do you start Wednesday, Thursday? I think it's pretty easy that it's Marilyn on Wednesday and Ullmark on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, go in order. Which games? Who are they playing on which night, Wally?
So Wednesday they're in Buffalo. So Marilyn on the road makes sense. Thursday at home to Seattle, which is 2-0 on the season. They play tonight against Montreal in Montreal, and then it's the Islanders. And I don't know how you decide yet on the Islander game because that might be based on how 2 games.
Maybe you want to play. Maybe you want to play Ullmark against his own team.
That's his old team was like a long time ago.
You got to take the wins when you can get the wins too. Like you can look at it that way. Like,
but you
go.
Ullmark play the line, no?
It's back to back. You can play in the next game at home. You need to get that wins to get to 500. You don't want to go to 1 and 3. So it's a tough call. Like, I don't know.
Because Marilyn wasn't very good in the preseason.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like the last thing you want to do. These points are so valuable early in the season, and you're playing a Buffalo team. You want to put your best foot forward. You want to put which goaltender gives you the best chance of winning. And so far, if you look at Ullmark, I would be tempted to go back with Ullmark against Buffalo because he played so well. As long as I think there's enough rest, I believe, and you want to make sure you're not overexerting. But it's early in the season; he's in great shape. I don't know. It's a tough question. Marilyn has got to play one of the games. It's which game do you want him playing in?
I think it's
And
tough
you
because
wanna-
if you play Allmark and you lose in Buffalo, then you're in a tough situation coming back with Seattle, right? You got your backup goaltender against a rested Seattle team when you're coming off a Wednesday night game. So I don't know. I could see them playing Maryland in Buffalo, hope for the win, and then you got Allmark coming back regardless on the Thursday. So that's probably the way I would look at it. But I think you can make good points in favor of either. So
you could do it sometimes too with your backup on a game where you're playing a hot team. Sometimes your young guy can get similar to last year when Maryland got in that hot streak. It was like lightning out of a bottle. Nobody expected him to play like that. And also too, it's tough. It is tougher to play on the road than at home. So do you want to put your backup in a situation where it's a more comfortable setting playing at home? I don't know. It's a tough one. It would be a lot easier if Maryland would have had a good camp and play like he did last year. So you're
didn't have a lot of support though. Like in fairness to him, like not a ton of support either. Like the lineups are all disjointed and everything else. But
yeah.
See what happens. Quickly. Oh, I'm gonna say this name wrong. Damn it! Why do I pick an easier name? Dana Ascandery. Ascandery. You are the winner of the tickets for Thursday's game. Damn it!
I like when you don't know a name really well, you say it quietly and quickly.
Dana, is there a Dana here? Dana
it's never a Doug, eh?
No. Jim Smith. Dana, I'll reach out to you after the show and we'll get you connected with tickets. Yorkie, before we go, is there anything left? Do you have your Chat GPT ready?
Well, it depends if Jake is. It's going to be a quick turnaround if we can get it on. It's kind of a creepy picture. Right? I don't know if we want to submit it. We want to subject our viewers to this, or listeners.
Jake hasn't replied, so he's in the middle of it. And you can't, by the way,
he needs 2 minutes.
Text. You cannot text him a pic. He has to shut down his entire system to get this on. So can you just email it to him next time?
I just did, and he said, "Give me 2 minutes." So talk amongst yourselves here for 2 minutes.
You texted the pic. I don't even. Anyway, I'm sorry, people. There was something else I had to bring up, but I can't find it.
What else is on the Nerd Report today? We must have missed a few things.
Well, I was going to lean into Dylan Cousins' game, and actually all three of them, like Stützle, Cousins, and Pinto, down the middle, because all three. Ottawa, the best face-off team in the league by far.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you. Brady comes out of the lineup, and Batherson's not ready. How are you slotting your left side guys?
Left shot guys. So, Brady. Oh, this is the thing. Hey? It's like just when guys are coming back, we're always wondering who's coming out of the lineup. Who knows what's going to happen with Brady now? Like, if he didn't finish that game, what are the chances of him being ready for next game? And I listened to what Travis said when he was asked about, did you hold him out for precautionary reasons? And he said no, which leads me to believe it could be something serious, man. And hopefully not. That's the last thing they need, not having Brady.
But he did stay on the bench too, which I found interesting. I know it's like the home opener and everything else, but like he stayed with his teammates.
Why does that matter to you?
Well, he disappeared.
If you're really hurt, if you just disappeared, like if you're really, really hurt, when you just leave.
Well, no, but he would have played if he like. It's sometimes if you're hurt, there's nothing you can do. Did he disappear to the locker room for a bit?
Yeah.
Because they probably put something on his hand or his wrist.
I'm guessing they froze it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they put some ice on it under your glove or whatever was there. Yeah. And Brady does this quite often when he's hurt. He wants to go out because he's the captain and be there for his teammates. That's why he does it. And
Matthew did the same thing at Four Nations, right? Couldn't play with his knee. Yeah. And he just.
But that's not that Four Nations is totally different than the third game of the regular season.
No, it's not. Not to Brady Tkachuk, it isn't. Every game to him is the Four Nations game. You go ask him, Brady, did you give a shit about that game?
No, but he would say it's totally different.
No, every game to him is the same, especially when you wear the C on your jersey. I'm thinking they just use that spray, Yorkie. You know, that
magical freeze spray. See it all
That's
the time.
if you're going to go. Yeah. If you're going to go back into the game, they put that onto you, see how it feels. But if you're planning on not playing the rest of the game, and it's like this is what's wrong, they'll wrap it, do something like that. I don't know. This is a creepy picture. If we're going to put this up for Wally, let's see it. Jake, show it up. This is Wally in his kitchen. Sometimes when Wally's at home by himself and some Rihanna comes on, well, you have a great body, by the way, Jim. I didn't know this about you.
Oh no! Oh God!
This show's 1 minute too long.
That's got to be your new Twitter profile picture.
Isn't it the hips don't lie?
Hips don't fly. You don't even know the words, for goodness sake. Come on, Wally. Get with the times. Hips don't fly. You wear that shirt in public, Wally? Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Steak. Oh, let's end it on that. Oh, that was good stuff.
Okay. I got to get to prep. Graham, are you coming? Are you working?
Yeah, I'm going. I'll be there.
Send
all the hard-hitting questions.
We'll, you know what? We'll take care of the questions today, Graham.
If I sit this one out, sit it out.
All right. See you, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.